Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Mandy. Yay. We are going. Right. I will keep looking at my phone for comments. But hi, everyone. Nice to see you. I've not been live in here for a while. Hope you've been enjoying the videos that have been coming through. So all of the channel messages from the cards, and we're going to do a message tonight about everything that's exciting that's coming up. I'll get some cards, I'll do a card for the collective. So let me see what card wants to come out while people start to join. If anybody's watching the replay, pop in and say hi. Nice to see you. Let me know you're on the replay. So, oh, yes. Oh, I love this. We have Soul Family. Come on. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Perfect card for tonight. What I'm going to be sharing is a bit of my journey, is exactly how I did that, and obviously what's coming up in September to get excited about. So please let me know, pop in the comments what's been good for you this week. We're coming out of the full moon energy. We've moved right into this next phase now, and it feels like we are really embracing Virgo season. It feels like there's a real change on the horizon. And we've also got a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So take a break. Whoever that one's for, it's time to look at, where's your safe haven? Do you have that sanctuary inside? Are you literally listening to your body at the minute? Because I feel as we're going into this waning crescent moon, actually it's time to pause, reflect, so that you can get ready for the new moon that's coming in as well, and be ready for that energy to start the motions going in September, because it is a powerful month. So if we think about it, we had the full moon last Wednesday, means we're in the waning crescent now, and we're going to have the new moon next week. So it's about pausing, reflecting, getting ready for that, and looking at what did you not let go of in the full moon that you just want to release. You want to let go of that last bit of baggage, and how do you want to start moving forward for this new moon coming in? And it's going to be a nice energy coming through with that. Tiffany's saying it's for me. Yes, just had the numerology reading that told me I need to pause until 2024. Oh, okay. Now that's interesting. And hi, Mandy, and anybody who comes on, pop a comment in, let me know you're here. So what I wanted to do tonight is give you some information about what is coming up in September, what's going to be available to you. And it is exciting because it is something, I wouldn't say completely different, because it's a little bit aligned to what I've done in the past, but there's a new edge to it. So I'll be talking to you about that. So if you have a business, or you've wanted a business, or you've thought of yourself as a future entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur, you want to listen to this message. And as well, I'm going to tell you what's been shifting for me over the past, well, I started my business in 2020. So I'll tell you what's been shifting for me over that time, but what really has shifted and made the difference. So that's what I'll be announcing tonight. And if you have any questions, dive in. This is your chance to ask me anything. I'm looking at the comments. They might be a little bit delayed, but as well, ask me questions. That's what it's all here for. This group is your space. And what I would say is, you guys in this group get to hear things first. So this that I'm going to be talking about tonight is coming out to you first. So please know you are my people that I want to be sharing this with, and it is incredible. So let's dive in. What I want to talk to you about is really what's been changing within me to shift me from what I would say when my business was more of a hobby or a wish or a hope, to actually something real life and tangible and running and building an empire. So there's had to be a shift along that journey. Now, wherever you are on your entrepreneur journey, whether you're just starting out or whether you've been going for a while, you've maybe hit a plateau, you may be wanting to expand, you may be wanting to grow, you're all going to be at different spaces. And this message is going to land for whatever or wherever you are at. Because what I feel is, when everybody starts a business, we tend to start and we're moving from a corporate environment, or we're wanting to move from that corporate environment. We're wanting that freedom, we want that passion, we want to do what we love. And I attract people who want that. So the people who want the quick buck and the money probably aren't in this group, or they are, you know, let's be honest, we all do that. And that was one of the big changes I shifted, because what tends to happen is when we start our business, or we start thinking about our business, our logical mind starts to kick in, starts to tell us all the things that we don't know yet. It starts to tell us all the things that we don't know how to run a business. We're not good enough. We can't do that yet. We can't do that. Our ego likes to throw us a whole load of imposter syndrome and a whole load of problems that it thinks we need to solve before we start making any money. And believe me, when I started, I did course after course, trying to learn strategy, trying to learn how to write a digital course, all the things. I literally took everything. Now, I'm one of them people, probably a Amy Porterfield dropout, I would say, because I bought Digital Course Academy and then realized actually I was a training developer and I knew exactly how to write a course, and I had wrote courses and I wrote things for it. And then I wondered, why the hell have I bought this program? And I bought this program because I was sucked into the thought that I needed the strategy. I needed that strategy that she had rather than trusting the strategy that I had. So it does suck you into a vacuum of thinking you need all this stuff to get yourself moving, to get yourself started, to fill the gaps that you think you have. And until you do that, this business will not take off. You know, you think it's just not going to go anywhere. Who's been in that situation? Who's been in kind of learning paralysis, like constantly thinking you need the next thing, you need the next thing, and thinking you're never going to have enough information. How are you going to understand all the algorithms? How are you going to understand how to make a website? How are you going to understand? And by the way, you don't actually need a website. All this stuff that you think, oh my God, I've never done this. How the hell am I going to do it? And you constantly go in this loop. If that's you, let me know. Tiffany's saying, I got sucked into that course too from Amy. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant course. I absolutely love Amy Porterfield. And actually the connection in that course led me to other things. So still not a waste of money, but the actual strategy for me was not what I needed. What I needed was to look at something different. Hi, Val. So what we do is we do go into business and we think of business as an entity outside of us. We often think it's something we need to learn to do. And that's like a job. Let's be honest. When you go into a job, when you start a new job, you have to learn how to do that job. Whether you've got the skills and experience in something different, you have to learn the new processes, you have to learn the strategy, you have to learn all that stuff. But you never got the job because you knew how to do the stuff exactly how they do it. You got the job based on your skills, experience, strengths, and what magic you bring to that. So what you actually showed, what you shone through in that interview. You didn't get the job because you know exactly how they're going to do it. That's the bit that they give you. That's the training that they give you. So when we go into business, and what I really got caught up with at the beginning was forgetting the fact that I'd already interviewed for the role. I'd already got the credentials. I'd already got the stuff inside. I already had the strengths. I already had the intuition. I already had the know-how. All I needed was the 10%, 20% strategy that I could learn on the go. But as you go through business and as you tend to focus on the 20% of strategy, rather than the stuff that you already have, the magic sparkle you already bring to it, what tends to happen is you get lost and you get hung up in the 20% you don't currently know, thinking you're never going to know it. So you put it as a block to you making any money. And actually you lose sight of all the magic that you brought to the table in the first place. All the reason why you wanted to start it, all the reason that you would have sold at your interview if you were interviewing to be the entrepreneur of your business. Let's be honest. So who's done that? Who has actually really forgotten that magic sparkle that they bring to their offering. And this is whether you are in a role, wanting to be an entrepreneur, whatever that is. I'm talking, have you remembered what your magic sparkle is? What makes you absolutely you that no one else on this planet can do? Because there is only one you. There is only one way you do things. There is only one way you think, and there is only one magic that you bring to this table. So that's where you've got to start to put the emphasis. And that's the big change I have begun to make in my business. Now, anybody who's been following me for a while, I'm constantly going through the caterpillar to butterfly transformation. I'm up leveling all the time because I'm learning. But what I started to do was I started to make a huge shift on the information I was learning. As I started to grow my business and I started to move forward, what I tended to do was, when my ego got a hook and started to take over, I lost sight of who I was, what my magic was. Now, I still tried to bring a level of that, but I wasn't really focusing on that because I was focusing on growing the business. So the big change for me, and the big change that has actually changed me from a business, trying to grow a business, to a soulpreneur. I would class myself as a soulpreneur. So an entrepreneur building my empire. And I mean that CEO of my empire, soulful badass empire, that is going to be massive. But the big change in that is I am soul aligned to my mission. And my focus is on me being the entrepreneur, not me growing my business. That comes by me growing me as the entrepreneur. So what I've changed, and my outlook has changed, and what has brought the success that I've now been facing, is not thinking of, I need to work on how to grow my business. I need to understand how to make money in my business. What I needed to change my focus was so that I knew, didn't believe, knew the business and the growth in my business was for me 100%. There is no question on that. There is no need for me to worry. If I'm not seeing results, it is just not the time for that yet. It does not mean, there is no doubt that that ending that I am looking at is going to happen. But what that did was that started to focus on me as the successful entrepreneur rather than the line of business that I was choosing to be in. And what that did in my business was open up opportunity for different things to come in. So I was constantly looking at what was the next thing that was going to make my business a success. So I would produce the next course, or I would produce the next thing that I thought was going to make it happen. But that was thinking that the rest wasn't working. But it was working. It was learning. It was growing. It was building me. But what I was doing was looking at the results rather than the change in me. So what I started to do was reflect inwards and look at, how do I understand what I have to offer this world? What is there that I can only do that is unique to me? That's why you might have seen my spiritual side that I'm showing you all has gone through the roof. But at my heart, I'm a leadership coach. I'm a soulpreneur coach. I have that strategy. I have that ability to look at somebody in their business and go, well, I can see where your energy leak is. I can see where you're not connecting with money. I can see all this stuff because I can read your energy, and I can see the leadership side where you are not stepping up as a leader in your own business. So I have this beautiful energy between the two. And now I see that that is magic. At one time I was like, well, there has to be this side of me and there has to be this side of me. And which one's going to win? Is it going to be the spiritual business, or is it going to be the leadership coaching? I just don't know. Now it's both. It's completely both. And I own both sides, and I bring that to the table because that is my magic. That is what makes me different. I am an energy healer, I am a tarot reader, and I'm also a kick-ass leadership coach. So I know that about myself, and that's when you ground in what you do and what you're about. The how And the business offering doesn't actually matter, because that could look like 5 or 6 different things. It doesn't have to be the one thing. So I was narrowing my focus down to one thing only, thinking this next thing would be the thing that I do. And actually, I love variety. So that's another thing, starting to understand what makes you tick. How do you want to do business? How do you want it to work? Not how do you get the business to work? How do you want it to work? So I love variety. Me having one course that I run again and again and again would not work for me. That is not how my energy works. So starting to understand that and bring in different things. And that's where you see I'm creating the journals. I'm going to be going into merchandise. I'm going to be going into lots of different things. And the courses are going to be a real staple. And the coaching is going to be a real staple. But I also do the tarot readings. There's all sorts of legs now to the business. Whereas before, I felt if I had one and then I started another, it would be confusing for my clients. Whereas now I know I attract the right people who want those things from me, rather than it being me thinking, what should I offer so I don't confuse my clients? It's like my clients love the variety that I offer. And they know if they need a tarot reading because they need that instant hit of guidance, they come for that. They know if they need a course because they want to learn something, they come for that. They know if they want a gratitude journal, they come for that. And they know if they want to see me live for a different reason, they come for that. There's all this thing, but where the confidence has gone is me owning that that is what my business is about. I write my emails in the bath. I don't worry about the algorithms. I don't do all the fancy posts for Instagram, because I know my voice and what gets out there is what is my customers and my clients want to hear. So it completely changes how you look at the way you do business, because it's not about how you think your business is going to work. It's how you work at your best and you become exactly who you want to be along this journey, rather than having a business leading you. And when you're at your peak, money is just another thing that flows into you. Business opportunities, everything like that, it flows into you, rather than you having to think, how do I go and make this happen? And that has been the biggest shift for me in my business, the biggest change. And that is why I'm literally going to be teaching this in Soulpreneur Academy. Now, I did say I was going to launch Soul Aligned Business Bootcamp, which I absolutely love. And the teachings from that is going to be in Soulpreneur Academy. But what it's going to be about, when I taught Soul Aligned Business Bootcamp, it was all about the energy around how you do your sales, how you do this different stuff, which is going to be in there. But what's added is this energy of sod the rules. Let's understand who you are, how you want to do business, how you want to run your empire, how you want to create this life. And let's get rid of any of the energy blocks that are stopping you from doing that, any of the rules that you're setting yourself, any of the blocks that you have around money that is stopping that flowing in. But looking at you as you are the entrepreneur, you know the rules, you write the rules, you write the script, you literally own it from the inside out, and your business becomes an expression of who you are as that confident leader of your business. But that's a lot of ranting. It gets me excited, this. I hope you can tell. I'll check the comments and I'll take a little breather because I am a bit warm. Casey's saying, I love variety. Yeah, Nicola Jane Lee, loving it. Fab. Oh, so much excitement coming. There is, Tiffany, because honestly, one thing that I've noticed lately is, and this is what I do. So if anybody doesn't know me, I have literally been working in corporate and running my business. Now, for a long time, I seen that as a bad thing because I thought, oh, well, I don't look successful in my business because I'm still coaching at work. But what I was missing was my work is very flexible for me. I get variety. I do team building, I do coaching, I do career coaching. Basically, what you get here, I do at my job. And I love it. I literally love it. And I get the best of both worlds. So I get to reach out and meet with people in America. I get to reach out and people down the road, and I get to change their lives. I literally love both sides of me. And I've spent ages thinking, oh, well, you know, I haven't left my corporate job yet. And actually now I'm thinking, I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing that, doing this, getting the best out of both worlds. And what I've changed my mindset of is I am the entrepreneur in this, and that is a contract that I enjoy doing. And as soon as I stop enjoy doing that, that's when that will go. And that's the same in my business. If, for instance, there was a course I didn't want to run anymore, that would go. If there was a group I didn't want to host anymore, that would go. But it doesn't mean that one of them is ruling me. Me, as the confident coach, is ruling me, not the other way around. So what I wanted to say is you don't have to write the rules the way that you think. I literally spent probably the first couple of years in my business thinking, how do I leave work? How do I leave work? How do I leave work? And actually, I don't want to leave work. At the minute, I don't want to. It is given me such a buzz what I do that I absolutely love it. I change people's lives in that job, 100%. I change people's lives in what I do at home. And one of my big drivers is having an impact in this world. And I get to do that in everything I do, because I show up as this version of me. And Mandy actually works with me and she's seen me today, so she'll vouch for this if she's still on. I show up like this everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I don't walk through them doors and turn into a different person. I went for a coffee this morning in the coffee shop at work. It took me 30 minutes to get out of there because I was chatting to people. It was absolutely brilliant. Connecting, networking, absolutely amazing. Loved every minute. So I want you to stop thinking there is things that you are, Mandy's saying defo, there is things that you are holding yourself back with, or thinking, I can only do it when I leave this, or I can only do it, you know, when I don't have that corporate job. Sack them rules off. Sack them rules off. You can do it now. I run my business how I want to run my business. If I left my job tomorrow, I would run my business exactly the same way. I write books, I do my podcast. There is so much you can do, and it's not about having more time. It is not about you know, we've all got the same amount of time. What the difference is how you spend your time and how you feel about how you spend your time. So if you're doing things that you don't feel as good, and I've got plenty of people in the Miraculous Success Academy who are busy doing a lot of stuff, and we're changing what they're doing to start to give them stuff that they love to do, because that is when things start to flow. That's when everything starts to flow to you. So there is so much goodness coming this month. So one thing that is coming is the Soulpreneur Academy. So let me just get the date for you so that you can get this in their diary. So if you wanted to join Miraculous Success Academy and you missed out on that, this is a chance, because anybody who joins this as well gets the voucher for the same price off Miraculous Success Academy. So you literally join without any fear of that. You know, it's not like, should I get this one or should I get that one? Get them both, because you won't pay anymore. So this Soulpreneur Academy is going to be opening from the week of the 25th of September. So get that in your diaries. If you have literally wanted something like this, make sure you mark in your diaries 25th of September. By then, I will have joined Soulpreneur Academy. And if that is for you, if that is where your head's at, then get that date in your mind and go, I will be in there. If anybody's listened to today's podcast, that's for me. You'll get that if you listen to the podcast. Honestly, that's a brilliant podcast today. So go and listen to that one and just think, if this sounds good to you, just get yourself saying, that's for me. And believe me, it will work out. So we're going to be starting on that week of the 25th. I haven't done all the details yet. That's all going to be coming out next week. So I'll let you know. But what I will tell you is it's going to be a minimum of an 8-week program. So it's going to be an 8-week program where we have weekly calls, and there's going to be that beautiful mix of the teachings and the coaching with the activation. So you get the energy to integrate it into your being, and also you get all the logic and all the stuff that I teach as well, and coaching throughout that. So if you have literally been at the point where your business is like, I just want it to take off, I want to be that person, then that's for you. And what I would say is the big thing about this is about building your empire, where you want to create lasting wealth, where you want that passion to become your everyday, where you just want to live and breathe something that is so exciting to you, but also have that freedom of joy, holidays, all that good stuff. Like that is, you don't want the business to be something else. You want the business to be part of your life. And that is the big change for me, like that I've shifted in my mindset. My business is an expression of something that I am so passionate about, that I absolutely love doing. My work is that as well. Everything is intermingled into, this is me and this is how I live my life. This is not a case of I do this and I do that and that's a strain and that's a drain and all that stuff. It's, this is me. This is how I live my life. This is how I want to live. And this is what's happening for me. And I'm writing and in charge of that script. It is not a case of, well, my business is growing, so it's got to be heavy. It's got to be, I've got to put all the hard work in. I've got to do that. No. So if you're thinking that, then this is not the type of course that is. This is about how you get aligned. I want to say AF, but I won't. But yeah, aligned as hell to who you are, how you want to express yourself through life, relationships, business, everything. And I mean everything. So hopefully that helps. One thing I would say, let me see, Tiffany, I'll be on vacation. I'll definitely have to set an alarm reminder. Yeah, Tiffany, get it in your calendar. I would love to see you in there. Love hearing this, because I love the stability in my job, my boss, my co-workers, where I also want to grow my business. Yeah, and can we just sack off that rule that actually you need to, like, to be successful or something, you have to have left your day job? Like, no, sack it off. Absolutely sack it off. If I didn't have my day job, I would miss the interactions I have. I do so much coaching, networking, building, like team building, all the stuff I love to do, psychometrics with people, like so much stuff that I just like lap it all up. It's amazing that I wouldn't want to stop that now and go right fully into this. What I want to do is let that build, let this build, and see what parts intermingle and intergrow, because the more I learn there, the more I bring part of me there, the more I bring to the business. So there's so much that it's not about one way or another way. It's literally about, who are you? And are you expressing all of you everywhere? Because you are the one living the life. You're the one bringing the magic. And as you step into, you are the one bringing that magic, and stop with all the rules and stop with all the things that you think you should do, you start to enjoy it a hell of a lot more. So honestly, it is so much easier than we make it. We just put all these rules in place that actually we don't want. So let's just cut the crap. And one of the sessions that we're going to be doing in the Soulpreneur Academy is F the rules. So sorry if anybody's a bit thing on the language. Everybody knows my mouth is a little bit trashy sometimes. You might have heard the podcast. I do try and tone it down sometimes, but sometimes you just need the F word to just, get things out. And it is going to be an F the rules session where we dive into what stupid rules are you writing for yourself that you don't even want to live by. Let's cut them out because we don't need them. So hope that helps. Hi Natalie, hi Jamie. So as well as Soulpreneur Academy, I am going to be doing more business readings. Now, I haven't decided fully what these are going to look like, but they're going to be a little bit longer where you can dive into that energy. Now, like I said, it's all about the energy that you are pouring into stuff. So that's where we start, and then we can dive into where things in your business maybe aren't aligning. So there's going to be certain readings coming out for that as well. So if anybody's wanted more of a tailored business reading, I know anybody who has a reading with me, they often take a business turn because that's where you want to focus your energy. But remember, it is all about you being a soulpreneur. So whatever's happening in your business is a reflection of what's happening inside of you. So if you're feeling things are stagnant, where are you kind of letting your energy leak? You know, where are you kind of letting things, you know, not move forward in your life? And it might be you have something, a friendship, a different, you know, thing that's stuck or pulling you back. And actually that reflects into your business. So we'll be able to dive into that. So I'll bring you lots more information, but tonight I just wanted to give you a heads up because we're starting off September. We've got the new moon coming next week. So I wanted to give you a chance to say, if you want to be a part of any of this stuff, and maybe you're not at the point yet where you can see how the money is going to come or how things are going to appear, but they will, you can start to set the intentions with this new moon coming up. So I will be opening the doors to the Soulpreneur Academy. What I would say is a perfect chance to get the vibe, get the energy of what it's like. There is the business reboot that I have available in the website. I'll pop a link in the comments. Now, that is an expensive course. That's like a 3-day program to give you energy, a reboot. And what that does is it gives you a taster for what the Business Academy is going to be like. So it's going to give you a taster of what Soulpreneur Academy will be like. And again, you can have a voucher to put that towards Soulpreneur Academy. So if you do want to test that out and you want to see what it's like, go and get that. And you can buy that. And if you want to upgrade, then you've got that choice and you'll get the voucher to do that. So make sure if you are interested, give your little business, you know, give that business a 3-day boot camp, a little reboot with the energy reboot. Go and test it out. See if you like the way I work. See if you like my teachings. See if you like my energy healings, the activations I do in it. And then, you know, feel how it goes. And then you can start to upgrade to Soulpreneur Academy when that's out next week, if that's what you'd like to do. So there's a lot happening. Any questions? I've just given you a hell of a lot of information, which I tend to do. And I am very jazzed today. Like I said, I've been in the office. My energy is hyped because I've been around people, lots and lots of people. So I had a little bit of a dip, and then I'm like, I can tell it's like got me on steroids, like my batteries are going. So remember that about your energy. You know, are you introvert or are you extrovert? If you're extrovert, and your business currently isn't about being out there with people or getting that interaction, getting that socialness, then you need to look at how you plan that in. Again, if you're introvert, how are you recharging? How are you building your business around a way that your energy is helping you to recharge? Because you recharge from yourself and not from external sources. Whereas an extrovert recharges from external sources. So you can tell from me, I've had a day around a lot of people, chatting, good conversation. You can see my energy is like, woo! It's absolutely crazy. Mike's a little bit scared because he is a lot more introvert than me. Tiffany's saying, extrovert, love being social. Totally agrees, life-changing. Oh, thanks, Mandy. And Mandy was in my first Find Your Inner Magic program, and I spoke to her today, and honestly, the changes in that woman, I am so impressed, Mandy. Well done. It's incredible. Natalie's introvert. Yeah, love it. Everyone should. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Hey, Jamie. Love that F word. Yeah. Fab. So any questions on anything, let me know. If anybody wants any information, obviously you can reach out, you can DM me, but I will be pulling together more of a sales page for all you guys who love to like have a look at the sales page and see what it's about. So let me know if you have anything, but I am very approachable. And what I would say is if you ever DM me about a program or anything, do not think you're going to get some salesy sales pitch, because I'm not here to convince you to work with me. I'm here to offer out the opportunity. You and your soul make that decision, not me. So all I do, I give you the information. I'm here to offer it. I know the people who want it, and the people who are meant to be in it are going to join. So there's no part of me that will be like pestering you or going back to you or anything like that. It will more be giving you the information, giving you everything you need to know. So do not fear. If you want to reach out and ask a question, that does not mean that I expect you then to sign up. Do not feel that information, because I know exactly that I am putting out there exactly the right people will be in that program, will be learning, we'll be learning off each other, because what I attract is power to power. So what I would say, and I said this all through when I was promoting Miraculous Success Academy, what I do say is you always buy a program with me from a place of power. You do it from a place of there's something there that my soul is wanting. There's something there that I feel inclined to come and get. There is not a part of you that needs to be fixed, or you are not broken in any way, shape or form. And as well, you are not missing anything. You are literally not missing anything. And part of what I do is literally help you see that you're not missing anything. Like, you have it all in you. And I know people used to say that to me all the time. And I used to be like, oh my God, you keep saying all the answers are in me. And if I could just tap in and get them, that would be great. And I don't know how, but believe me, that's my magic. That is how I help you tap in and get what you already know, because you know this stuff. You know it already. You were born with it. You've just maybe forgotten a few things. That's all. So what I would say is, if you message me, again, it's power to power. I'm not asking anything of you. You're maybe asking a question. I'll give you answers. I'll help you. But do not feel like it's going to be, please come and join this program, because you're not going to get that from me. So I'll put that out there, because I'm always a bit like, do I DM? I don't know what they're going to be like. So I'll just put that out there now. That's not what I'm like. Even if people has sales calls, things like that, they are not like that. So just so you know. Oh, thank you, Casey. And I've seen a massive change in yourself as well. You know, we've worked together for so long, and it's just amazing. I love seeing everything you're doing. Did you say how much the course will be? Did I miss that? So the figure I've got in my head, Tiffany, so it's going to be an 8-week program. Probably, to be honest, I always end up doing an extra bonus week or something. So what I would say is it's going to be a full 8 weeks. There's going to be access to me weekly, and them calls are probably going to be between an hour and a half. And what we'll be doing, we'll be diving into teachings plus the activation, and you get access to that for life. Plus, you're also going to get a group in some way, shape or form. So I'm thinking that's going to be on Telegram, because I'm liking the vibe of Telegram with the voice noting and things. So that means that you get coaching with me during that space. And what happens is you'll get access to that during the 8 weeks. But if you join Miraculous Success Academy at a later date, that prolongs. But the price for the program, so the price to join Soulpreneur Academy, I do it in pounds and US dollars because it's easier for people, so you can choose. So in US dollars, it's 1,555, and in pounds, it's 1,222. Now, you all know I love my angel numbers, so that is that's what the price is going to be. And also, if you do want to upgrade, then you do get the voucher, that full voucher towards Miraculous Success Academy at a later date. So, oh, thanks, Tiffany. I'm glad. To be honest, the price called out to me. I do think it's valued at more, I will be honest, but that's like anything, isn't it? You know, but that's the price that calls to me, and I go with it. I get my intuitive hit, trust it. It feels good. It feels right for me. And I know it feels right for the people who are looking to join. So I'm glad that feels good to you. Let me just check any other questions before we dive off But I just want to say there will be more details coming. Like I said, it's probably not going to be this weekend because I'm going on a long weekend to Wales. And this is part of what I love about my life. I get to do some amazing travel and go some amazing places. And if anybody knows me, Wales is like my new second home. It's absolutely beautiful. So if anybody hasn't looked it up, go and have a look. If you're in America, it is stunning. So that's where I'm going to be all weekend, in a nice chilled cabin near the sea, watching the sunsets. I cannot wait. Just feeding my soul. But I'll be around. You'll probably be seeing some odd videos, probably with me in I don't know. Let's see what happens. I can't promise. I might not. And either way, I know it's right. So any questions just before we finish? And remember what the cards were. So remember, we pulled Soul Family, call in your tribe. And this is the thing, like this journey, the Soulpreneur Academy, will be a journey with other people and learning and growing off others. I'm not going to be the only person that's in the room that's got information to share. There's so many amazing people that's going to be in there, because I know that, I feel it in my soul. So you've also got all the Miraculous Success Academy girls who are already in it. They're signed up to that program. They get that in as part of what they do. So it's meeting and joining with all of them who are killing it, by the way. So remember, you don't have to do it alone. That's the card. And you all see me shuffle. There was literally no, thing with that. You see me shuffle the cards. And then we got the take a break as well. So while I'm having a nice break in Wales, I hope you guys are all having a nice break and enjoying it and starting to think how you want to make the most of your September and, onwards. And where do you want to finish the year at? But go and rest and just let that sink in. Just let your energy be, you don't have to be doing, you don't have to be overthinking. Just let yourself be, let yourself dream, let yourself relax. So hope that helps. Right, if there is any questions on the replay, pop them in. I will be sending out all the details next week, so you haven't missed anything. There isn't anywhere to sign up at the minute, so don't panic. You will not miss a thing. If you're on my emails, you'll hear about it. If you're in this group, you'll hear about it. I will tag everybody in it, and I'll put some features at the top as soon as I've got everything set up. But what I wanted to do is just let you know what's coming, let it percolate with you, let you feel the energy of it, and just see if it's for you. And there'll be more info coming, and I'll share more about the details of how how the modules will work and things like that, and dive more into that. But you will not miss anything that's for you. So just keep an eye on the socials, and if it feels good to you, then make sure you join. And again, if you want to try it, if you want to try what the business side of working with me is like, I'll pop in the comments about the business reboot. So that's a 3-day reboot, and that is incredible, honestly. I mean, I do that regular as well, because it's just a good energy boost for your business and for you. So if you want to start with that, remember, you'll get a voucher off for the price that you've paid for that, off the program as well. So hope that all makes sense. Hope you've enjoyed my crazy energy tonight. I'm going to go and just take a little breather and chill out and go and enjoy my night. Maybe have a glass of wine, because I'm on my holidays now. And I will see you all soon. Love you loads. Bye.